Hello, chat. Hello. Wait, hold on. Hello, chat. We're here. We're currently sitting on pole because the other guys are going for the invert. So I think we're gonna end up on pole, but we'll see. It was quite a sloppy lap. So, but we'll get inverted to 8th. But it's good for points. I don't know if I really have the pace for Steven in them anyway. I didn't think like my lap felt really horrific. And it was somehow like still first at the moment, so like these guys have a very easy invert to play. Vicente and them. So Vicente hasn't even started yet.
Turn right.
Let's see, Steven started yet?
Yes. Thank you. Or should I say no?
Steven's going. Bobby's going. Bobby's out of the pits now. Vicente's out of the pits now. Who's 8th right now? Is it Tucker? I think it's Tucker. No, Busa. Oh, let me look at chat. Nash, thanks for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Did track temp drop? Oh, it did. Interesting. Well, I did, like these guys are just gonna go slow anyway. They're not going for pole. But yeah, I don't know if I. Yeah, it's kind of a tough spot that we're in. Like, I really need. If I have good points, then we'll be good. So if we can get pole here, we get 8 points, which is big. And then if we can still get a couple spots in the race, you know, have a decent shot at it. So just gotta try and hope we have a clean start. Yes, it is winning your end, which is why like these fast guys are all just playing the invert. So yeah, there's no pit stop in the feature. But then I don't like Vicente's so much further back than like Bobby and Steven. I don't know where they're gonna go. No, it's just the top 8. Just the top 8. So they could probably set it up where like it inverts based on the qualifying times, though, Caden. You have to set a time to get the invert. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pole right now because these guys are going for the invert. Like, Vicente for sure would out-qualify me. Steven as well, Bobby. So, it's just a system that we have to try. It's to try and spice up the road courses a bit more, but then, like, the top 3 or 4 fast guys just play the invert. I mean, I probably could have played it a little bit more, but like my lap already felt really bad. Like I missed a bunch of corners and stuff, so I thought I was naturally gonna be around like 4th or 5th. So Steven went 4th. I think he's giving time up right now. Cause what's 8th right now? So Bobby went 6th. Jordy's 8th at a 7.96. Bias is gonna be outside of the front row. Vicente perfectly put it 8th.
Yeah.
So we, yeah, so we'll be 8th in the heat, and then hopefully we just have to hope that we get a decent start, and at least, yeah, at least can be in an okay position after turn 2, but we'll see. I have to go ahead and turn alerts off, chat, because we're gonna start gridding and everything. Jamie, thanks for 37 months. Appreciate it. So, it's good points though, so if we can get it back, like if we can get some spots back, like it's gonna be worth it points-wise, but anyway. Thanks, bruv. Anyway. Does Does that count as
All right,
a
man,
career
we're going
pole
green
for me?
next time by. All right, man, we got a lineup on
I
the
say
right
yes.
side. Pit road is closed. The estimated SOF is 7,503.
Thanks, GK.
Get the hype grill in here.
F Mike. I will. I'll be in Chicago this weekend, chat. It's gonna be a great time. Anywho, yeah, we start 8th. Hopefully, we can just have a decent start. Just survive. Hopefully, everyone's fairly civil up here. At the start, it's gonna be a little chaotic with like the front guys like Bobby, Steven, and them.
5 cars left to grid.
But we'll see. You're just gonna have to be on your toes for like the stacks and stuff through 2. I would think we should be fairly well sorted by the time we get to 3.
Yeah.
But no
Still
promises.
waiting on 2 cars to grid.
So
Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll need a good start. Just a decent start, and then like hopefully we can get like a spot or 2 or something in this heat, and then hopefully yeah, be in a decent starting spot for the feature. So see how it shakes out. Yes, yeah, we're reversed for the heat, which is why like Vicente, Steven, Bobby, they all play for the invert. Cody just ended up putting together a perfect lap to be right at the invert, and it stuck to where he's second. Same with Parker, ended up right around there, so we'll see how we do. See how our race pace is. The sprint, there won't be like too much tire worries, but in the feature, you definitely have to try and take care of him a bit, so we'll see. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but at least this is, in my opinion, like it's sort of better than like a random invert, because at least like these guys are taking the risk into their own hands. But I think we might technically have won the pole. I don't know what scored the pole, if it's from qualifying in this or if it's like who's on pole for the feature, you know? So it just, seating for the feature is exactly how this heat ends. So it's just an invert off qualifying. And again, being a win in your end series, the win is all that matters. So the really fast guys just go for the invert. In my situation with the playoffs, there's also their points are awarded for qualifying, so I went for the points. Thankfully, we got the pole. So if we can recover a couple spots and get back up behind those guys, then it's probably a net gain. But we'll see. Just gotta hope the start goes okay. Winnable, I don't know about that. Maybe if they all wreck in front of us and we miss it, but also just gotta try and get into a decent rhythm in dirty air. Hopefully not destroy myself through that, so. I've not seen the F1 movie yet, no. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So, like, if I think I'm only going to run, like, 4th or something anyway, Jack, if I get my 8 for P1 and still get the 4th or 5th, then it's a net gain. But we'll see. See how it goes. See how our race pace is. See how the starts go. The starts are just going to be a bit crazy, so. a bit chaotic, but
Are we getting commercial out of the way?
sorry, what?
Are we getting commercial out of the way so we have one?
Oh, like on Twitch?
Yeah, yeah. We have 2 snoozes left.
It's just our oval iRating in this. I also don't know, like, if they're gonna interview.
Inferno's number 1, that is Malik Ray, starting in P26 for the race. The 88 car driven this evening by Ethan Lane as Briar continues to take some time off. We send our thoughts and love to Briar LaPrade. Hopefully he'll be back in Indianapolis, but on the inside of row 14, that's where Lane is. Outside row 14, that's the Tony Kanaan Esports number 66, Alexander Russell, with Blake McCandless on the inside of row 15 for Junior Motorsports, and Logan Clamp at the E-Racer number 42 makes his return after a 1-race suspension. He'll be on the outside in P30.
All drivers from 30th on back did not set a time in qualifying. That means that the rest of this field is rated by their iRating out there, which means Nick Ottinger and Michael Guest will house row 16, with Christopher Hill, the second of the Apex Racing cars, in what is row 17, along with Colin Keister. Tyler Gary there for E-Racer is going to be going from 35th, with Blaze Crawford, the rookie, in 36th.
And then the final 4, Jimmy Mullis for Kevin Harvick Incorporated rolls off inside of row 19, with RFK Racing's Colin Bowden outside in P28. Final 2 in the grid include the other end of the RFK Racing camp. That's the 17 of Timothy Holmes, and 6 Karma's Eddie Kerner bring up the rear of this 40-car field in our sprint race here from the Chicago Street Course. Well, let's introduce our 3rd member of the broadcast team tonight. That is our very own James Pike, and he's caught up with the driver sitting on the front row here from Chicago. That is the 24 of Casey Kerwin.
Casey Kerwin, veteran of the Coke Series, driving the Coca-Cola machine for the Kansas City Pioneers. Casey, just how tough is it to pass people here at Chicago, and how much does this track position matter compared to some of the other places that we visit?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot, and we'll kind of find out together here if we can try and work our way forward. But yeah, it's always a bit tough, and with dirty air and just it's so narrow around this place. Like even just being tucked up behind people, you just kind of lose a lot of your sight lines, and it's hard to carry the same speed to set something up. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, but hopefully we can get through the starts cleanly and try and get a couple in the sprint and line up decent for the feature. But yeah, we'll see how it all plays out.
He's got 2 top 5s in his previous starts here at the Chicago Street Course. Would love to have a 3rd and would love to go a little bit better this evening.
Thank you so much, James. As the cars roll off behind the iRacing official pace car, we will get...
They move me back here.
Yes.
All right, chat. I gotta cover you up.
Sorry. Off-petting Betsy when you return. I was just yapping to myself.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, and then I looked up and saw you smiling, and I was like, I didn't say anything funny, so clearly he's not in here.
It was like right as I was saying, I wonder if they're gonna move me out. They moved me out, and I was like saying that while I got moved into the channel. And they didn't and I didn't get moved into interview waiting. I went straight into the broadcast, so they probably heard whatever I was saying.
Trying to catch you out. Are we 1 to green?
Yeah, I would think we're gonna go this time.
I'll bet on that. Right, chat, lock in. Riveting scene incoming.
Good luck, guys.
Starts on
All right, lock in.
green. Call line for me in case I need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, just to know when people are about to hang a lap, probably.
Yep. All right, there we go. Pace is off. Green, 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 green. Rolling good, rolling good, rolling good. At the line, down line. Car gap. Hit braking early. One inside, left side still. Check here, little check, little check, little check, check again. Go middle, middle three, 2, clear. Clear down, all the way down. Left side 2 still. Left side 1 just still in the middle of the track. Quarter. Clear, clear. Center behind. Still clear, all the way.
I'm broke.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris.
Sorry.
I have nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're good.
Good send. Even. Let you have it. Clear, clear. All
I'll
the
be
way.
the smart one. I'll lick.
Alright, all out front here.
I don't have any nose damage or anything, do I?
You're completely clean. Good run here. Let me have it. Clear.
Take it down here.
I'm so sorry.
Good sir. Two to go here. Quarter on him, door. Even.
I'm so sorry. I
Slide
think it's
tight.
double downshifted.
Still even, still even, still even. Action and work.
Are we alive? And I kind of moved under braking, my bad.
Good.
Sorry for shipping it. I was gonna lock up if I didn't.
Excellent, sir.
We take.
Happy
Just
five.
lost out at
everybody.
the start of it.
Yeah.
And then we're just stuck.
I'm broke, Timmy. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke.
Sorry, I was gonna go around your right.
Fifth will be good. See though.
You're good.
Wow. I mean,
He's moving under
horrific
braking.
block right there.
Can you grab a water real quick? Water.
You're back.
would assume it's going to roll pretty quick into the feature.
Hello. My bad. Hey, Taylor.
Everything.
What's the track down?
Hot. 115.
One what?
115.
Alrighty. We start 5th chat, which is nice. I'm gonna run an ad now chat while we're sitting here. But nah, there won't be a pit stop. But we'll have to look after tires a bit. Like you can see how much some people were kind of struggling at 15 and we're going all the way to 30, so have to take care of it a bit still. I think between like myself and Gilo, whoever's gonna be in front of the others, probably who's gonna run fourth. So if we can just get a decent start, it's gonna be tough to do anything. I think even if I slot into fourth behind the top three, I probably don't have anything anything for any of them, but it would still be good points night with the pole and everything. So would fifth, but see what we can do.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. Same deal here. We're going to be going green right away, so.
All right, back up. Brain is locked in. Just wolf down some food.
Just be prepared to call late 3 and whatnot.
Yep. Hoping nobody goes to the left of you. We'll see. We are green, rolling good. Still gonna run behind you, line, past it. Still 2. Big ascent, 1 right. 3, 2. Clear down right, clear if you like. Big ascent on the 99. Sliding up just a bit. Even, good run. Door. Quarter still. Sending even. Pushing. Even still. Clear all around. By half. No damage. All clean off. Big ascent. Even. Better run. Door. Quarter's still there.
I'm sorry.
Sending. Still even.
Watch out!
Oh, sport ender.
No pressure.
Donnie, you're blinking, brother.
Bonk.
Yeah, yep.
We're there. Let you have it. We're actually locked up. Clear by mini. Alright, sure. Who is he? Tires down. Speed 40 way.
Take it.
Which one are we doing?
You're good, Jimmy.
It's fine. Really good lap done here. I'll keep it on.
Thank you so much.
Small touch.
I got you on the front.
It's okay. Make this car nice and solid.
All right, maybe attitude. Whenever you do. Thank you.
Yep.
Spotter off for a second.
Your car looks fine. No damage to
Oh, you're
report.
Incredible.
Corner.
Do I need to start blowing on the tires?
No.
Okay.
These guys just obviously were going easier earlier.
Yeah.
I still feel okay for me. Just they're gonna be a bit quicker since they took care of it. See where we meet after 20.
Yes.
Main thing is I just gotta try and not blow them off to fall back to Garrett and them.
Yeah. Doing good so far. So far.
Lovely.
We love that.
Out. Had to get that real close to the inside wall to not pancake the outside one.
Europe.
We're in a
It's
little
okay.
deep. Little wobble
We've
bubble.
survived.
Forgetting to break this line.
That's all right.
No pressure, Dylan. I know you're faster. Yeah, I'm bad.
We're doing good. We're hanging in there.
These guys not making mistakes.
Light catcher behind a 10th on the lap. So we're just doing good. Plenty gap.
Suck through there right now. Just can't turn.
Yeah.
Lovely.
There is a lap vehicular. Called that. Good guy.
I'll give it to you on the front foot. I'm behind.
Okay.
One B Graham. Damn it, Zach, we gotta figure this out. Dude, I'm wrecking. I'm sorry. Come here, boy. I need the points, man.
Two at the line here. Two. He just kind of right at the wall. Good gap. Alright, white flag right here. Yeah, by 2 and pulling. Yeah, by half. He spun him 1, 2, pulling big 3 now. Looking. Still clear all the way. Got by 2. In line. Pulling 2. Alright, before.
Yeah, I killed him a little bit. I was like,
think?
I killed him. I knew I was killing him a smidge, and I thought I was still gonna be okay. And then I still just tried too hard to like make decent speed instead of just chilling. And then once I almost crashed 4 times, and they were really dead.
You
But-
need to watch the end.
What was Steven?
But yeah, it was incredible.
Oh, a huge one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but it was good. Like,
spicy tires.
yeah, it was good. Like with like we scored as many points as Vicente
Yeah.
in fourth. So, and that seems to be obviously what my pace was anyway. So. Woo.
We did very good.
Yeah, very good. Very good result. I got a little too excited in fourth early on. I knew I was probably killing him when I was like gaining that much on like Bobby and Steven early. But I was like, I mean, if I just sit and stay behind him, I'm just gonna run fourth. I didn't think I was gonna kill him that bad, but I did. But we still finished fourth. Yeah, exactly. Like, and again, there's no new winner, so that guarantees 3 spots in the playoffs, and we just scored the most points of anyone tonight. Like, so. Ooh.
We take these.
Something happened to Cozy too, which is like big points wise. Jordy finished good though. I don't think he was too far behind him. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. Let's see, what were my tires? 33 on the left rear, a little cooked. I did do a little bit of burnout though. Cozy wrecked in the sprint F. Well, he probably wrecked again in here because he had pretty decent pace, so he probably got in a wreck again. Let me message Garrett real quick. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we can watch the first lap, yeah. Yeah, we have to see the track blocker. I'm gonna watch the thing with Vicente really quick at the end just because it was the last lap, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, great.
And it was quite incredible.
Yeah, so Vicente kind of killed his stuff too. Oh, small contact. Oh, and then, oh my goodness. I didn't realize Bobby got there. Imagine if I could have, like, not blown my stuff off and I would have been, like, close to this, you know? Like, imagine. Thanks, Trilamar. Yeah, Steven just had too much speed for Bobby being out there. Imagine if I didn't blow my stuff off and I was still within like 5 seconds of that. I at least probably would have beat Steve. Yeah, it was good. We ran fourth. We qualified pole because the people, the top 3 guys going for the invert. So we scored as many points as anyone. So, and obviously my pace was no better than fourth anyway. So, yeah, it worked out really well. Yeah, let's go watch lap 1 from our perspective. I don't know if you saw what I tried to do into T1, by the way. I like faked at Bobby to get him to defend, and then I was like, if Gilo didn't start to like close it off, I was about to like, I was like, oh perfect, the middle's open.
Awesome.
That's how I was gonna try and get Gilo, but yeah, and then yeah, the Gilo slightly walled me, but it wasn't too bad. Slightly hit me there, but it also was a little bit of net code. I sent one back, you know. Yeah, I gotta see everything. I haven't looked back at anything at the sprint either. I could have, if I really wanted to, I could have risked all 40 points that we scored tonight to try and hang it around the outside in here, but I was like, nah, I'm good. So. I've qualified really good this year, actually, Melboy. I probably have one of the, especially in the past like month or two, I probably have one of the best average starts. I've actually qualified really well, surprisingly. Ever since we got rid of all the track bouncing nonsense, I've been back to decent, and then lately, just for some reason, I'm just putting it together decently. So hopefully we can keep that up. Malik started yelling for a track blocker here, so let's see, where was the track? Oh, it wasn't really that much of a track blocker, was it?
No.
Oh no, it kind of was. It kind of was, briefly. So I guess Falking in. Is that Falking in that spun Lisa? Oh, rip T-Hurst. That was kind of it. T-Hurst is going in reverse. Yeah, it's been, my qualifying's been really good lately, which has been nice. So, we have updated points yet. Also, let me see if there's any, I don't have to do post-race, so that's good. Let's see points chat, because again, Vicente winning, no new winner. If any of the top 3 won, there was no new winner. Alright, so we're 5th. I think this is accurate, right? Yes, this is accurate. So we're 5th. In front of Bobby. We're 10 in front of Parker now. And what is that? 35 in front of Jordy. So, yeah, if we can have a really good Indy. Oh, yeah, true. That's true. So if we add 8, then I'll be at 3, what is that, 11? Yeah. So if we have a really good Indy, then we can go into Atlanta fairly stress-free. If there's no new winner in Indy 2, it would, well, yeah, Jordy, I think, got some points, though. Yeah. I think that's what it is. But that's over the current cut, which would be Dylan, I guess, Duval. That would be over him, so then you have to subtract for Jordy. So it'd be like, yeah, 35. So like if we have a good Indy, we should be in a decent spot points-wise into Atlanta. But we'll see. See how it all shakes out. So yeah, it's kind of just these 3 guys. Because Cozy's kind of in a must-win now. It's, maybe not. He's in a must-run really good the next 2 races, but... we don't need to look. Yeah. Alright, what else happened, chat, in this race? Hold on, I'm sweating. Whew! Yeah, I mean, obviously it's much easier said than done, Jack. I mean, the big thing is like if I go into the big thing is like if we go into Atlanta, and even if I'm like plus 28 or whatever, right? Like I already saw that. If you go back, Jam. I already looked back at that. If you want to just go back in the VOD. Like if I'm plus 28 or something, but if there's like a new winner, then it'll like move that cut. The pass for 5th. Oh yeah, we need to watch the start of the sprint anyway too. See what all happened. Yeah, Cody, I guess, just got swarmed. Got really loose on exit. I thought I was going to be in an okay spot here. Yeah, being the winner, obviously, that would help. I thought we were going to be in an okay spot here. I didn't realize that Dylan actually knocked the wall down here. I saw he, like, rolled to my outside, and I saw that he disappeared, but I didn't think he actually... destroyed it, but yeah, then I thought I was gonna be okay. I don't know why Dylan had such a bad exit unless he was in like 2nd gear or something. I'm assuming that's probably what happened. Oh, yeah, he was just in 2nd. Didn't expect to get so bogged down. And then yeah, then I was behind Cody. I think I sent it through here, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully Nicholas. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the 58 months. Appreciate it. I don't know, when was it? Was it here? This one I passed him? I think it was here, wasn't it? Yeah, he slipped up. Yeah, Parker was really nice and basically let me go there. Definitely could have fought it a bit harder, but did we for real pull or did we think? No, it was definitely shenanigans, 100%. Yeah, no, I didn't for real pull. I mean, you can see the pace that those three had. They all just play the invert, which like when you have a win, there really is nothing else to go for but the win. For me, since there's going to be 3 spots now guaranteed with no new winner, because I figured there probably wasn't going to be no new winner because Parker struggled a bit this week. With no new winner, it's 3 spots in the playoffs, so it's a much higher percentage chance for me to just take the points on pole and hopefully get a good result. And like I got back to 4th, which was clearly all the pace I had anyway. So we scored as many points as Vicente did winning. So we were tied for 1st on points scored on the night. So that was big. So hopefully we can have a good Indy and then see how things play out in Atlanta. So Cozy with 2 to go in the sprint. Yeah, I was curious what happened to him. Oh, F. Yeah, Indy's oval. Oh, dear. Oh, no. What happened? Did we just miss the marker, I'm assuming? Oh, no.
Oh,
that's weird.
Yeah.
Did something happen? 3rd to 1st. To me, it just looked like he was really... Oh, I guess maybe just the game doesn't see it right away. Because he definitely, like, the moment he shifted, it just wrecked. F. Being a huge one. Oh, and then everyone had nowhere to go. And that killed Taylor. Did that kill Nate? Save it. We saved it. Killed, I think it killed Graham though. F. Luza got pretty lucky. Luza hit pretty massive. Destroyed his front end, but keep going. Yeah, that was rough for hers. But yeah, I think that's it, chat. I don't have to do post race or anything, so. Anyway, thanks very much for tuning in, chat. Very good day on points. Yeah, we just need a good Indy. So, I intend to stream tomorrow. Pass it into sprint. My pass. Here, I can show it real quick. I already showed it once, but unless I was in an ad, maybe. But yeah, I plan to do NIS. Probably no IMSA for me this week since it's at like Aragon or something. Probably just NIS here, Chicago, and then that might be it for me this week because unless I do something Thursday, because obviously Friday's the 4th, and then I'm going to Chicago this weekend, so NIS might be it again this weekend or this week. Hopefully next week I think IMSA goes to something fun, so. Do another day hopefully. But it's just been rough where like I've been busy or the weeks I'm not busy there's nothing good with IMSA like to do outside of NIS, and then it's like I know I've basically been that for a while now, Jay, for like the past month. It's either like I've been really busy on the weeks where there was good stuff, or like, you know, because we've been in 6 out of 8 weeks too. Like I've been having to test more. We've just been busier with Coke races on Tuesdays and stuff, so yeah, totally, Vay. Yeah, so like, it's just been a bit busy. So, bit busy on the weeks that like I have IMSA to do other stuff outside of NIS, and then the weeks where there's not good stuff is when I'm less busy. So then it's normally when I test more. Anyway, but I'm still gonna be busy. Like this week we have like the 4th of July, and then I'm going to Chicago this weekend, and then the weekend after that I'm going to Sonoma. So, like, next week, I probably also only have a couple days, so we'll see. But, yeah. Sonoma, I'm going on the trip with Gonzo, by the way, and that was, like, planned out a while ago. And then I'm going with NASCAR to do some stuff in Chicago, so it's back-to-back weekends, though, so. Both are funsies, but technically Chicago, I guess, is quote-unquote work, if you want to call it that, but it's, I wouldn't. Yeah, like we'll be doing stuff with NASCAR and whatnot. But Sonoma was for funsies. It just happened to be then. Now I'm going to Chicago too, so it's back-to-back weekends. But anyway, Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't, you know. I should probably say it. You guys want to see my qualifying lap, by the way? You want to see my qualifying lap? You want to see how sloppy the pole lap was because all the guys went for invert? Ugh. Hold on. Here, I'll show you my great pole lap here, chat. Watch how sloppy this is. Hold on, are we about to have an ad or anything? Oh no, snooze! Wrong button! Snooze! I think I got it in time.
You did.
I wasn't paying attention to turn 1. I think my 1 and 2 was okay actually. No, I locked the rears there, so I didn't have a great exit. But it was okay. Could have been worse. And then you're about to see an absolute chicken through here. Can't risk any 0x. I mean, just moseying my way on in here. And I didn't turn in early enough, so I hit the bump pad. Then I didn't want to hit the inside wall. Then I had an okay exit here. No, I definitely was not going for invert. My intentions all night were to go try and get 8 points. This, I think, was okay. No, I slid pretty big here, so bad exit. It did happen, yes. I don't remember if this was good or bad. I think this was okay-ish. A little free on exit, not great power. Chicken on turn in, so I slid a bit. This was all a bit sloppy. Yeah, we're sliding. Got to the wall decently. Scared of the inside wall there. I did not carry much speed through there. And then still sliding. So I also went early and the track temp dropped like 3 degrees. So I for sure, if I put like the whole lap together, could have ran, what I run, a 5? Definitely a 3 if it was like as good as I could have done, then a 2. Vicente and them, especially when the track cooled down, probably in the O's. Maybe a 9 on like a perfect lap. Were the mini 0x's? I don't know. I think there was like 10 people that didn't set a time. Clampett had a Q ban.
Nice accent.
I'm assuming everyone else just 0x'd or whatever. But Clampett had a Q ban. So I'm assuming the other 9 just messed up. But so would have been in downtown Chicago if I tried this, yes. Anyway. Alright, chat. Let me go raid someone. We'll just go raid iRacing. But anyway, fun times, good result, as good as I could hope for. Good points. Trying to have a good Indy and see where we shake out. So, anyway, I wouldn't say he got lucky, but I mean, either way, it was, you know. I guess he did get a little lucky that they wrecked after they passed him, but yeah, I don't know. Either way, all 3 were not new winners, so that's good for me. But anyway, thanks, chat. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, probably NIS and a fix and whatnot tomorrow. And maybe something else if I have time during the week, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks, chat. Greatly appreciate it. Bye. It was a great time.
Bye.